Hey everyone, Yvonne to S with What the Freak. Rocking the 80s look today. Go Gen X. Where to even begin with this episode? Because some damn lessons, let me tell you. There was a long time I went without getting how powerful gratitude and listening and effort, how valuable it is, those things are. Because when it comes to manifesting what we desire, we are desiring unconsciously as well, due to the beliefs we have about things, about ourselves, about others, about our world, how things work, all that. And all of those things are impacting our perception. And the reason gratitude and effort is so valuable is because I went through hell for a long time. I didn't feel like I had anything to be grateful for. I only knew stress and overwhelm and trauma and abuse for decades. And so it was a challenge to find things to be grateful for with all the shit that I was enduring. There's some pretty serious shit too. And when I learned about the power of gratitude, and I was always grateful, I was grateful to others that did things for me and stuff. I naturally kind of had that. And I wasn't really grateful for my life, for my experiences, for any of the little things that make a huge difference in how we feel and how we can manage things better in our life and manifest better and faster. And it took a while for me to really consistently apply it, because when you got so much shit going on, it's hard to think about, So it was really getting more consistent with it. And what helped tremendously for me was really getting to the unconscious stories I was telling myself, and how much that was weighing on me, and just on my shoulders, it felt like, as we carry around so much stress in our body, that's why. It's unconscious shit we're holding on to. And then our breathing, I've said before. So when we're breathing in our chest, our nervous system is gonna be hyperactive, and we're gonna be in that constant fight or flight state, which is shutting down systems of the body, by the way, consistently shutting down the production of neurotransmitters, which assist in motivation, in many things, regulate our hormones. So these things are impacting us physiologically as well as mentally and emotionally. And it's our words. It's our words, and it's also our focus. Because we have a choice at all times as to how we want to see things. And a lot of times we don't feel that way because of being in that fight or flight reactive state. So we're not really thinking even. We're making choices out of unconscious patterns and beliefs and all these other things that are impacting our choices and our emotional state, and not really making sound thought out decisions about everything. And another interesting thing I learned is my mentality about my world, what I was seeing, what I was really taught to see by my words as well as by my upbringing and environment. And then I realized the power of the reticular activating system for what it does, how it carries out what we see, what our perceptions are. It is the projector of what is going on in our subconscious. And so I discovered as I became more grateful, especially having a process of a method of how to process my emotions and my environment and figure out what was going on so that I could address it. Because again, it's unconscious, so how do we make it conscious? And going through our stories and reflecting and seeing how those things are in the background of our mind, having an impact on what we're seeing, and we're thinking it's other people, or outside experiences or circumstances that are creating it. Again, Carl Jung, until we make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. When we have that ability to control that. And there were times I had to change my definition. It really helped me change my definition of success and abundance and wealth. And, because going through so much struggle, it took me a while to get to that place where I was really manifesting. And it depends on people's idea of those things, because for me, I love the gypsy life. I love experiencing and connecting with others and exploring like cool stuff. Just living life. And navigating the good with the bad, when it's all really can be, is for me valuable. Because I'm learning either way. And I'm benefiting either way. And it's being willing to overcome these limiting beliefs that are keeping us in fear or in lack or in viewing things in a way that keeps us stressed and overwhelmed. When, and again, the unconscious stories keeping us up here and not really connecting here. And one thing a lot of people aren't aware of is that forgive me if I sound shaky, I'm cold, is our heart. It's been proven that our heart has separate memories from our brain. So we're holding memories here too. That's going to impact. And it's our generator for putting our intentions and wants and what we desire to manifest out to the universe, to God. We are creators. And our subconscious is talking to us. And so that's why you hear a lot, people are reflections of us. Because it's all about how we feel about ourselves. And many feel unworthy. I did for a long time. Felt unworthy of love, respect, forgiveness, acceptance. I had to feel that worth in myself first. Then I attracted people that do that. And life becomes so much more peaceful when we cut out the bullshit drama and the people creating it unnecessarily. And without giving a shit that they're impacting others. And when we keep ourselves in environments that are affecting our nervous system, and we tolerate it without sharing how we feel, and they don't take our feelings into consideration and truly care about us, me, then I don't have time. I don't have time. I've got shit to do because I'm living and creating. And I was allowing others for so long to impact my perception and mood and feeling and have that power over me, over my power, essentially. So we're giving people our power by trying to appease everybody and please people. And, you know, I mean, people can take or leave each other. It's not a thing. Why is it a thing? Why are we trying to force people to love us or be with us or keep them in our environment or whatever? Are we trying to fill a need outside of us so that we are draining them of their power without giving something in return? Now, that's not to be mistaken for transactional love. This is gratitude for our experiences, for our relationships, for things that I used to not think about or consider until I saw the value in what was showing up and why, and getting to the why it was showing up. So then I could shift it. So what and who am I attracting into my environment? What do I need to learn about myself to shift the perception of how I'm seeing it? To be able to shift my reality. And I've had interesting things manifest in a way that wasn't always material or material and monetary. It would show up in the form of opportunities or what I needed or required or desired. Many times it showed up in that way. In some miraculous way, and then sometimes it would be a lesson, a challenging lesson a truth I needed to see reality as it is. Not how we think it should be, not how we want it to be, as it is now. So that we can take a step back and think, okay, what's in my environment? How am I feeling about these different things? And it's likely multiple things. It's so many layers to this. It's also, as we address it and get to the root of it, which is a story from some experience or whatever, and trauma typically, and those traumas caused our focus to go to, oh, I don't want to have that happen again. And subconscious, engaged and acknowledged, doesn't understand the word no. unless we're aware of how we're using it. And so, what are we focused on? I don't want whatever fear, limiting belief, what we don't want will show up, because that's how the reticular activating system is operating. It's carried out what we're focused on. Our words are shaping what we're focused on. So we desire to create better, faster, and have lasting results. That was the difference with this one. This method compared to so many other things I've tried. Literally the whole spectrum of things I tried. And it didn't create lasting solutions that essentially gave me a way to learn to read my reality and what I was creating, and then get to the root of where it was coming from, so that I could quickly shift it and stop looking at it as this scary thing that I didn't want to admit to or see, because I was trying to force my outcomes by creating what I wanted and trying to control it, versus reading it, figure out why it's showing up, and what choices I require making to change my environment and my words. Well, shifting my words changed my perception, so it changed my environment. And I especially got dedicated when I realized our perceptions are literally shaping everything with our words. And that's why I'm so passionate about words, because I've felt the benefit of it. And I'm simply trying to share the benefit of it possible when we choose. Again, because we're already doing it. And we can keep doing random and wondering why shit's happening in our life and keep trying to control it and stress ourselves out. Or we can learn to think about how we're thinking about it. So, thanks for joining, and I hope this helped. And be grateful for what gems are there that we're simply not focused on and looking at. And get into that deep state of gratitude and just be. And a lot of times it'll show up without having to force this intention. I mean, yes, you want to set an intention and then just get into this state of gratitude and be like, man, you know what? I got me some cool friends and some cool people in my life. And I've had some wild ass experiences. Like a movie. And we can be the director. Well, we are the director, the author, the editor, the actor. And we can be our authentic actor, which is much easier than trying to be something we're not. It's exhausting. So anyway, thank you. Join with the Freak world. Subscribe, like, comment, share, and whatthefreakworld.com. And we're just coming together, supporting each other, having community, like-minded, like-hearted people, getting what we require to co-create. And it's fun. So, thank you. Have a great one.